Hey everyone, so we're going to do a really quick video on tarot, laying out a really simple tarot spread for when you are growing in your daily tarot practice. So things that I like to have are going to be obviously your tarot deck of choice with its book. So just a fun fact, this one right here is Thoth, and then there's the Rider-Waite based. Most of the tarot cards that you buy are Rider-Waite based. Thoth deck is very specific to Aleister Crowley's magic and esoteric understandings. The Rider-Waite is pretty much like the basis of all of the major tarot cards that are out now. I'm using Thoth because that's what I use, but it doesn't matter. All you need is a book to help you understand your tarot cards. The other thing that is just as important to your tarot card practice as your tarot cards and your book is your book of shadows or your journal. And why that's so important is because that's where you will document your daily spreads, all right? And so I have a saying that is like, the more cards, the easier to read. Now, as you're growing in your tarot practice, it's really important that you write out the cards and their meanings. But the most important thing in your journaling is to date it and to state the question, okay? So I'm going to show you guys a really fast spread that will help you grow in your own practice. And we'll go over this way more in the actual apprenticeship, but this is just a quick video for you to drop into. All right, so you're going to shuffle your cards, and it's very simple. Anytime you are doing any type of card pull, it's important that you give it an intention and direct the question. Because say that you're just like, pulling cards, and all of a sudden you pull the death card and you don't have any sense of context as to what that's about, or like the tarot card. If you're new in your practice, that could freak you out. It's done that to me before. So anytime you pull a card, you state your question or your intention, and then you pull your card, all right? So when I started pulling my cards, I didn't use reversals. I didn't use reversals at all, and I didn't pull outside of my own higher self for probably 6 months. Now, if you're in the apprenticeship, you've already been working with guides, ancestors, deities, things like that. You should be fine. But in the beginning, that was really scary for me. So what you're going to do is you're going to state your question, which is whatever the situation is, okay? And so you could ask something like, what is my week going to be about? What is the central theme of my week? Or what do I need to focus on today? That's really simple for a daily card pull. You could also have something going on with an inner child situation where it's like, where am I at with my inner child work? It's just a general question, but you have to ask the question, all right? Then I tend to shuffle 3 times until now I have a system. But in the beginning, you just need something you can rely on. So one more shuffle, okay? Just like that. Okay, lay down the cards. Now the first card that you pull is card number 1, and you set it down. All right, now the next 2 cards are what's called surrounding or influencing cards, so surrounding the situation. So I lay this one here, and I lay this one here, all right? And so the main focus is on the center card, so I pull the full card. So it tells me my week is about new journeys, right? And then to the right, I see the Princess of Cups, which means love, and to the left, I see lust. So it's probably gonna be relational for me. Now, it's not about the reading that I'm trying to teach you here. It's about the placement of the cards, all right? So if you just pull one card, you might be like, well, I don't know necessarily what that's about. So when you pull the 2 surrounding cards, it helps to inform the center even more. Now, if you want to go 2 steps further, I'll show you. You go below, so card 4 is what's underneath it, and then card above it is what's above it, okay? So what we have here is a 5-card spread, all right? And this is what I want you to focus on for about a lunar cycle, okay? Now, just so you know, if you wanted to add one more element, this is not necessary. But what you would do is you would take the bottom of the deck, okay? The bottom of the deck, and you would set it on top of those cards, and these are what's underneath, all right? You have to lay the cards down on top, as in terms of how you laid them out, all right? So they go on top of the cards that you laid them out in order. and then you have a full reading. You have a 10 card spread, okay? So this is a simple way. Just remember, you don't have to have what's below it, and you don't have to have what's above it. You honestly don't have to have any of these. These are just basic ways that you can grow your practice. Hopefully this was helpful for you. The other thing that I will say is when you're done with this, you want to write it down. You want to write the cards that you pulled, and you want to write what they mean and how they're influencing you. And I know that's a lot of time and investment, but you will be very grateful that you did when you look back at it, number one. And number two, it will help you grow your vocabulary of understanding your tarot cards. Okay? All right, guys, hopefully this was helpful. I'll see you later. Bye.